in a relationship where people are affectionate, they tend to be a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
They tend to stay together a lot longer.
Yeah.
In fact, they tend to stay together forever.
True.
They tend to be happier.
Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back to the Blissology Podcast. I am your girl, your host, the one and only CC. Pew, 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 pew. That's right. And I'm joined by my handsome, sexy, hot and pepper husband. What's going on, babe? What's going on, my sweet husband?
I think I'm sweeter now. I'm so sweet that I don't know. Anyway, everybody, this is Will, and welcome back to another episode of the Blissology Podcast. Thank you for joining us today. If this is your first time joining us, please remember to subscribe and hit on the bell icon so you can be notified when videos like this one come out. Now, this is a weekly podcast where we bring you inspiring and relatable and pew, pew, pew and relevant content every Saturday about life, love, relationship, family, and everything that CC wants to bring in.
CC wants to bring. Okay, I love that. So, before we get into today's topic, we're going to go into our blissful moment.
Yes, we are.
Yes. So what's your blissful moment, babe?
I'm wrapping up a very long week, and I am happy that I can get some rest. I'm tired, but I think I'm happy that I could say this week is done. I can get a little bit of rest and be able to tackle the next week fresh and very energized and be able to get things done.
Sounds good.
No, I'm blessed,
That sounds good. My bliss moment is, Friday we had a good time with my mom. She was off. The girls and I, we went over there to her house, spent a day, literally a day, from 12:30, 1 o'clock until like 8 o'clock at night. So she cooked. We cooked together, although I didn't do a whole lot of cooking because she was halfway done.
Yeah.
She did a whole lot of food, y'all. Caribbean moms like to do their rice and beans and chicken, sauce beans. They gotta have that sauce chicken.
Yeah.
While the girls were there, she was like, "Let me fry some."
Aren't you supposed to be eating healthy?
I didn't have much of the food, and the girls had she made some fried plantain for them. She didn't give me any because I told her that I don't want any.
Did she put some French fries in there?
No, she didn't this time. She didn't. But we had a good time. I washed her hair, braids her hair, make sure that.
I joined them for about an hour.
Yeah, he did. And then Dad came home like around maybe 2 or 3 hours after I was there. Yeah, I had a chill day. It was good. We spent the time together. It was really good.
Well, I guess we all glad that we had a good week.
Yes, and I think one thing I want to add is spending time with your moms and dad, even if you're like in your big age and they're like in the bigger age, you should spend time with them. Your mom loves when we go over there and spend the time, even though she'll say something over and over again. We're like, "Mommy, you said it last weekend when we were there."
That gives us something to do.
Same thing goes with my mom. She'll repeat what she said a few weeks ago, and she'll just like making sure that.
That's our parents.
And you got to be patient. She almost got on my nerve, but I was like, all right, let me just stay calm and collected. And she was calling me, "Yes, mommy." And I was like, "Mom, no, it's okay. You're my mommy. I'm going to be your daughter."
These people are drama. Can't be
we are very much. We are. And we're okay with it. And we are okay with it. And we love each other dearly. Very much so.
That's kind of how these people are. They talk like 20 times per day. But anyway, let's get into the topic of the day. So today we're talking about something you've probably seen or maybe you've done yourself. PDA.
That's right.
It almost seems like I'm going back in time talking about those PDAs.
Those phones.
Yes. But no, this is public display of affection.
Yes.
Why do some people love it?
And why some can't stand it? Can you stand it, baby? Or do you love it?
Well, we haven't done much of PDAs lately.
So
we've held hands.
So PDAs
But
is
I haven't
pretty
gotten a wet
much
one while we out in public.
no. It's pretty much when couples, show their affection in public. Like we be holding hands sometimes.
kissing.
We be holding hands and hugging. But we haven't been doing the kissing part. And I'm not the type of girls that want to be publicly kissing my husband. No. Although we married for 10 years plus. But no. But I feel like some people do enjoy it. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if it's my introverts of me that won't let me publicly.
Yeah, you're afraid people are going to see me kissing this guy.
No, it's not even that. It's just not my nature to be doing that. And I feel uncomfortable.
Yes, because you think people are seeing you.
People are seeing me. Who you going to tell on me? My parents, they know I'm married. Who you going to tell me? My husband, he's right here.
I don't think it's about who they're going to tell. It's like people are seeing me do this.
What they going to think of me?
Because I'll tell you, if we get into a little corner where there's no one. And
why would you get into a corner? We're married.
But I was saying, if we're in a place where no one can see, you wouldn't have any problem just going on me.
I don't know.
But if we're out in the open where there's people there and people here.
I just feel like I'm putting up a show. I don't need to do that. I have my own home to do that.
Okay. It's the same thing she said about dancing. Anyway.
Well, yes. I don't have to do it publicly. Yes, I'm one of those people where I'll hold hands, we'll hug.
Let me say this. I think ours is kind of cultural, right?
I agree.
Different cultures have different rules about what's okay to do in public and what's not.
I agree.
Hey, listen, in our community, going around and doing your thing in public, they're going to tell you to get a room. That's just how it is. Like, for instance, she won't even dance real close with me, if her parents are around.
But yeah.
So in some places, showing affection is normal. But in others, it might be seen as too much.
I don't want to
or
be
too vulgar.
I don't want to be twerking while my parents are there sitting on. No, I know I'm married, but still, I have respect for them. And from where I'm from, it is something that, you don't twerking in front of your parents. I think it's just disrespectful. Period. Doesn't matter how old you are.
This has everything to do with culture and the way that you were raised.
Yes, I agree.
It has a big impact on how comfortable you are at displaying affection in public.
I agree.
Yeah. For instance, some countries, I think they could. I
think over here it's very much open.
Well, it's open. People do what they do out in public. It's no big deal.
Have you seen the beach blanket or the blanket beach that was going crazy on TikTok?
What, is it one of those challenge again?
No, it's one of those where people will bring their blanket and they'll cover themselves and they'll be under the blanket publicly at the park. They'll be bringing their what?
Really?
Yes. Baby, it was crazy.
I think there are laws against that. You're talking about going all out? I'm talking about going all out in a public park?
At the park.
Nah. See, that's nuts.
At the park, y'all. Like, they cover their heads and they were, like, having a good time. And there was another one, they were at the beach.
No, you said cover the heads or the whole body?
Cover the whole body.
And then they get in there and do that thing?
Correct.
No, see, that's not PDA. That's not showing public affection. That's just crazy.
And I think
these people are doing this to get views on TikTok.
I don't know. But I'm saying, the country here, they feel so much open and so much comfortable, right? Yeah. From where we're from, I mean, I've seen my parents smush, and that's about it.
I've never seen your parents smush.
I've seen them. My dad's birthday. You saw my mom give my dad a smush kiss.
No, that probably happened so quickly.
You didn't see it. But I've seen my parents smush.
No, I have not.
I've seen it.
I have not seen my parents smush.
Oh.
I have not.
Well, I've seen my parents. There's a little pat on the lip,
But yes, that's where the place you're from, the countries you're from, would make a big deal on how you feel about PDA. Like, I've heard
friends.
People like that. I think people over there is very open.
That's a culture of love. Volala. Je m'appelle. Comment allez-vous? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? All this.
You see what I have to deal with? But
it's the truth,
but in all honesty, yes, they say they speak the language of love.
Of course.
And I think they're very open to showing affection.
Very. Too open sometimes.
But you find in many Asian countries, you don't do that.
No.
Like if you take Japan, India, you don't do that. It's inappropriate to go and be rubbing up on your woman in public.
Yes.
So the place that you're from has a lot to do
Yes.
with how comfortable you are with doing things in public.
Right.
Now, I'm not talking inappropriate things. I'm talking about just showing some affection. Mm-hmm. Now, holding hands, I think there's nothing crazy about that. I mean, we've done that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And families can influence you as well.
Absolutely. Our kids, you know, they see us when daddy come home from work. You know, we hug and we smooshed and then that's it. So
well, you may listen. There's been a few cases. If I go to smoosh and my oldest daughter will go like this.
Both girls actually will look away.
She makes them think that that's not something they
but
should see.
It's just that, like we said earlier, your household, where they come from. Like I've seen my parents hugs and smooshed, right? But at the same time, they'll see that it's okay where we show, you know,
but they're covering their eyes like it's something that they shouldn't. That's bad, you know.
They're kids.
Yeah. So, but if you grow up in a place where you see your parents doing it, you're right. You're gonna expect that is normal.
Yes.
And if you out in the open with your parents, you see them doing it, you'd expect that's normal. But that's probably not going to happen with us because we don't know anything in the open.
Yeah, we don't. We don't. But we do show our girls, you know, affection.
Yeah.
Right? Because we very much lovey-dovey around the girls. So I think it's just something that we are bringing into their life. When they get older, they will probably say, you know what? I've seen my parents done it, you know, does this, so therefore it's okay for me to do it.
Yeah, and it's okay because at the end of the day, we're not planning on raising kids that are just wild. That's not our goal. We're conservative people, and obviously we want to remain conservative, but still at the same time be able to be affectionate with each other.
Correct.
And not make it seem like it's taboo.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But some people love the thrill of showing that in public.
They love that. I think it makes them feel excited and happy.
Well, yes. What else? Oh, maybe they're putting up a show. They
might even like seeing, you know, they might even like being seen by others.
That's the whole reason of putting up a show, you know?
It's fun.
But, you know, it gives you confidence.
Fun and get you excited too.
Yeah, because, you know, there's certain things that if you can muster the courage to do, it makes you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
Forget about everyone else. Forget the people who sees you do it. If you can muster the courage and out in public and do it, it helps you get over it because it is a fear. Believe me or not, it is a fear that if I do this out in the open, something's gonna happen. Yeah. It may not be something physical. It may make me feel different. And for that reason, a lot of us who haven't done it, we just stay away from it.
Yeah. Like last weekend when we were on our date, you know, we sat outside. I put my legs on you. We were just chilling. Like, you know, we were literally like, if someone don't know us, they're like, oh yeah, this two couple, they've been together for a long time. Because I had both of my legs on you. And we were just chilling and showing our affection publicly.
See, I wasn't thinking about that. I thought we were just hanging out.
But now here's the thing. At our church, there's no kissing when the priest said, I do.
Oh, doing weddings?
Doing weddings.
Well, yeah, because it's inappropriate.
We don't do that at all, which is, I don't know, is wrong?
Who's to say it's wrong? It's just...
Because I think there's a part of there's a part of the speech that says you may now kiss the bride.
He never says that.
He never says that, which is so weird because you should kiss the bride as the first time as your wife, as your husband. I think it makes sense.
But many people who get married have kissed each other countless times before that day. Yeah, but maybe here's the thing
though, when it's like on the day of.
You're doing it for the public. He just doesn't want people to put up a show in the church.
Well, in front of people. Oh, yeah, we've seen them on their wedding day.
All those people are going to the reception. You're going to kiss after the first dance. So
there's people who don't even do that. Who don't kiss at all on the wedding night. They just wait until they get home. But I'm just saying it's wrong. You may kiss the bride. You're supposed to kiss the bride the first time in front of God and everybody else. You should kiss your wife right there and there.
So the previous time that the wife was kissed, well, before she became the wife,
She wasn't a wife
God
yet.
wasn't there?
God was there, but she wasn't a wife yet.
Anyway, so much for this. The church does what the church does, the way the church wants to do what it. If you disagree with it, you can tell the priest that you don't
I've
like
told
that.
her many times.
But it's a real challenge for many people in many cultures to accept the fact that it's okay to display affection in public.
Yes.
And I know
Yes.
we're part of this culture,
Yes.
and I
Yes.
have not gotten a wet one in public.
The fact that you keep saying the wet one is just getting to me.
Hopefully, I'm using the right term.
I
I'm
don't
not
know,
saying
baby.
something
I
that's
think
bad.
it sounds really bad.
Okay. I don't need a wet one in public. I'm good.
Oh, okay, you just said it again. But I think, some of us, like I said earlier, we shy, we're very introverted. And I think we just prefer to keep our affection private. And I think that's you and I. We don't have to show it. We don't have to show off. But the generation nowadays, everything gotta be publicly, everything gotta be shown to the world. That's how they show their love, and I get it. But I think at the same time, you don't have to put everything online on social. You gotta say, keep some of that to you and your partner.
Right.
Yeah.
So, the way we display our affection in public sometimes has to do with where we are in that relationship. In your relationship, couples usually display more affection in public because once they're excited, second, they really, really, really want to prove to this person that they're with, that they're happy to be with them and they love them. So every chance they get,
Yeah.
they're showing some affection.
Right.
It's a way to show feelings and let the other know that we good with each other.
Right. Absolutely.
So new relationship, it does happen.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
remember when we were dating.
Yeah. What happened? I don't remember.
We're trying new things.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to take a chance on each other. We did.
Yeah, and obviously, when as relationship grows, things then do change because sometimes we feel more secure enough that we don't have to go do the extra.
Yeah.
We don't have to put up a show to show
Yeah.
the world that we've claimed this partner.
Yeah.
So some of these public affections slowly
Yes.
go away.
Yes. That's true. I agree. But we should also remember, because sometimes, like I said before, not everything has to be on social.
Mm-hmm.
Not all PDA comes from a healthy place.
Yeah.
Right?
Anything good could be used for something bad.
There you go. Some people use it to make their partner jealous. I've seen it. Or
Maybe an
to-
ex.
Yes, I've seen it many, many times. Or to cover up, problems in their relationships. Oh yeah, we
they
got
could have
no
been fighting. They could have
problem.
been fighting
And then
like
they're out there holding hands tightly and then kissing the other partner, their partner. And then before you know it, they can't stand each other. Like imagine I invite you to a wedding. Oh yeah, I invite Will and Cece to the wedding. And then we had an argument. Or we don't
we're not good with each other.
We
We're
don't
not
even
gelling.
like each other.
But you got to put up a show.
But we got to cover up. Some people, that's what they do. And social media is good for that.
Well,
So yes, not all public affection is a sign of happy relationship.
and it's an unfortunate truth that people use that to hide other problems.
Yes. Yes.
And some people are good at it.
Yes.
They'll make you believe that they have the greatest relationship there is
Yeah.
out there.
Think about a lot of women who actually have either abusive relationship where their partner taking them out because their friends know they're with this person. Now they got to put up put the makeup on and look good. And then before you know it, I can't stand this man. Why am I doing this?
Public display of affection has a lot of benefits. And I know we just talked about how it can be used for the wrong thing, but it has a lot of good things that benefit a relationship.
Yes.
Talking about building intimacy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What's a better way of building intimacy with someone other than being comfortable with this person in
Right.
public?
Right.
And show them that you love them and kiss them and be all over them in public. That's a good way of building that intimacy. Listen, if this person is comfortable with you in public, believe me, they'll be even more comfortable with you in private.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
So it definitely can help you bond.
Yes.
And it can help you really, 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 really show your partner that I don't care where we are. Mm-hmm. I'm good with you.
Yeah.
I don't care what people say.
Yeah.
I am good with you.
Yes.
You're valuable to me. You're my soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
You're the person I want to be with forever. Well, you got to add these words and mean them. but you can use it to really build intimacy.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Because, you know, if someone's being reluctant about showing how, you know, the way or displaying the way they love you while they're in public with you, there's usually some other issues, especially when you're first dating. Maybe they're ashamed that they are with you, or maybe they're just trying to get something and move on, so they don't want to make it public.
Right.
Or they're keeping you a secret.
Yeah.
There's usually reasons. So if the person is showing that they could, and you know that they're for real, yeah, it's golden.
I agree. I agree, because human touch is powerful, right? Yes. Human touch is a powerful way, especially for us ladies, y'all. We love this. There's a certain way I love when my husband hold my hands. I love it this way. I can't stand when he hold my hands like that. I'm like, I'm not a kid.
She's not a kid.
Don't hold my hands like this. We love that. Last weekend podcast was very, very interesting. And I felt like, you know, you need to add these touchy feelings for you to grow your marriage. For you to keep growing with your partner, because us ladies, we love this. We love the hugs. We love get your, you know, when you put your arm around our waist. We love that.
She loves it when she get touched.
I do.
In different places.
Whatever, my dad is listening. So I truly feel like being affectionate with your partner, it really can cause you both to have these experiences. Like, you don't want to just go out for a walk or date your spouse, and the next thing you know, you like, I'm holding my phone or I'm just crossing my arm and you just like hands in your pocket. I think it's great when we both hold hands as we're walking and talking or eating ice cream. You know, I think it's a way of, babe, I still got you. You know, I still show that we still got it. We still have love for each other.
Yeah, it's I had to learn that early on in our relationship.
Yes,
that she's a touchy.
I'm very, very much
person. But yeah, you're right. Last week we talked about the things that you should do to make your relationship last. Yes, and this is one of these things. You know, being able to show affection and pay attention to the little things, like holding hands.
Yes.
I didn't think it was a big deal, but it is a big deal.
Nothing. My love language is touch. Yes.
So I make it a point to touch. And sometimes she realizes I'm not touching. She's like, is something wrong? No, something's not wrong. I'm just not touching. But it's important. This little thing goes a long way.
Yeah.
So if you're comfortable touching your spouse or your partner in public, holding hands, maybe hug, maybe just walking around with your arm around the waist, the shoulder.
Yeah.
Whatever that you do.
Not the shoulder. We're not cool like that.
The
shoulder is such like a friend zone kind of thing.
Listen, if that works for you, if that rocks your boat, do it. Because I think any touchy-feely is important.
I agree, but not the shoulder.
She doesn't like the shoulder.
No.
But she likes the waist.
I do, yes.
She loves the waist.
I do, because I got the waist.
But yeah, she doesn't like when I put my arm around the shoulder. Except if we're sitting down.
That's different. Sitting down is different. Yes. But if you're walking and you put your hand, no, sir. I'm not your friend. Although I am your best friend, but you know, it's just not cool with me.
Well, I'm a lot taller than she is, so if we're walking around with my arm around her shoulder, yes, it does make her feel like a kid.
Yeah.
You know, another benefits of displaying affection in public is it reduces stress.
Whew, that's true.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
If your partner's going through a tough day and you show them how much you love them in public by displaying some kind of affection, it changes the day.
It does.
It reassures your partner that your connection is still strong. You're still good. I still got you.
That's right.
So, listen, I just had a long week. Cece hasn't scratched my head yet, but if she does, my week is going to get a lot easier. See what I mean? but it's important, you know, when you do that for your partner,
Yes.
it makes a difference. And you know, these days a lot of things are stressing people
Oh
out.
my God, yes.
And if you could
I
do
agree.
something to make your partner to help reduce
The stress.
some of the stress they're going through, by all
Yes.
means do so. If you're picking them from work and you come out of the car to open the door for them, give them the biggest hug that you can give, and give them a big kiss as well.
Yeah, I'm one of those people where I love
Yeah.
like tight hugs. Like, give me a good tight hugs. You're gonna make my day.
Oh, if you're on a date, you taking your partner back to the car before they get in, give them a kiss and smack them a little.
Okay. I told you my dad is watching, sir.
But all these things are important. You know, research shows that in a relationship where people are affectionate, they tend to be a lot more relaxed.
Yes.
They tend to stay together a lot
And happier.
longer. In
Yes.
fact, they tend to stay together forever.
True.
They tend to be happier. They tend to be a lot less stressful.
Right.
Although they may be dealing with crazy stressful stuff, but
Yeah.
in relationship where there's affection, all these great things happens. Now, if you take a relationship that sounds like constant chaos, constant argument,
Yes.
partners don't even show that they love you. People in relationship like this tend to be crazily stressed out,
Yes.
anxious all the time,
Right.
develop depressions.
Yes.
And relationship like this tend not to last long. So
That's true.
if you ask me, I'd rather be displaying affection in public all the time and know that for a fact I'm going to be sane for a long time
Yes.
and happy.
And happy. I agree. And you're doing it because you showing your woman or your spouse, you know, how much you love them,
Oh,
but not for the
absolutely.
public. Because I want to make sure that some people know that.
Sometimes I'll even show it for the public.
Okay.
If I love my woman, why not? But don't let that be the goal, because you'll be doing it for the wrong reason.
Right.
But you know, when it comes to it, it's a personal choice.
Agree.
You can decide if you want to show affection in public,
Yes.
or you can decide you don't want to. You got to know what benefit it brings to your relationship. And yes, some of us may not be comfortable doing it. And some of us may be very, 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 very open to do it. But if you're going to do it from a place where it's not fake, a
Yes.
place where it's genuine. You're doing it
Love.
because you love this person.
Correct.
Not because you want to make your ex jealous. No. What's the point?
I've seen it.
You know, and it's important to communicate with your partner. You know what? These are the things that are important to me.
Yes.
And if I do this in public, you know, it's not because I want to do this, but it's because I love you, and I want to
Right.
make sure that if at any moment I want to show you how much I love you,
Right.
expect that I'm gonna do something, and that doesn't matter where I am. So be
Yeah, I
open,
agree.
because if you're someone who's very comfortable with it, and your spouse or your partner is not,
Yeah.
doing this in public can cause stress.
Yeah.
Like right now, if I take CC and just lean her over and go at it, she's probably gonna have a hard time.
I'll be like, what's wrong with you?
So really, really make sure you understand how comfortable your partner is.
Yes, and respect each other's feelings. Like, respect my feelings, and I'm gonna
And respect her feelings.
Yes, respect each other's feelings. Like, if you know it's something that I'm not gonna like, so don't do it.
Yes.
But
See, me, I'm open to a lot of stuff.
no, he's not. He's just be saying things, but he's not.
I'm open. I'm not
I
saying
know
I'm
my
open.
husband.
I'm not saying I'm open to everything, though. This is not me. I'm saying I'm open to a lot of stuff. There are
Negative.
certain things, yes, I haven't done, but you know, I'm willing to try. But anyway, going back to where we were, make sure that your partner is good with it. Don't do something that you know that will cause them stress.
Yes.
Like I said, I will not try it out with CC.
No.
Yes.
No,
she's-
it will not work on me. Yes. And you know, one thing I want to mention too is, like, you know, our community needs this to hear this. You know, PDA is so important. I know the older generations, they different. I get it.
Yeah.
But I can exclude my parents because they still show affection. They still, you know, all about, let's take a ride somewhere and hold hands and do whatever. They're that type of people. But at the same time, I think it's so important for the boomers who are not doing this. I think it's important for them to do it for their spouse, because they still, if we're still together, you got to show me that you still love me. You got to show me affection. You got to show me that you still care. Because I need you to tell me these things. I need you to show me, right? I need you to do them with me because that's important. There's a lot of us, we don't really say much. We don't want to say anything. We just rather not say things at all. But I think it's important for, your spouse to, whether if you're like 50, 60, 70 years old, if you're still married, you should be able to say, all right, babe, let's go for a drink or let's go for ice cream. Because I've seen them. Those older people by my mom's job.
Oh, yes.
Man, they'll be like in the 80s and they're still kicking it like with their boyfriend or their husband. Like, and I'm like sometimes like at my community and I'm like, man, y'all just 50, 60 and still got it. You don't have to bury it in a home. You still have to be out and enjoy life.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yes.
So, listen, public affection is important. Mm-hmm. Doing things with your spouse or your partner is important.
Yes.
As we said in last week's podcast, if you want your relationship to last,
your marriage to last,
if you want your marriage to last,
yes,
those little things, you can't ignore them.
That's right.
You got to do them.
Yes.
Even those that they may not be comfortable with.
Listen, you never know. I might try them.
Yes. Hey, but you know what? Whatever you're doing out there, do it for the person that you're with.
For the sake
of love. If you're good with displaying affection in public, by all means do so. You can set examples for those that are coming.
Right.
We live in a society where obviously we're very open in this country where we live right now. Don't let past or previous places that we've lived in to kind of dictates the things we do.
Yeah.
That there's a little bit of that in me because there's certain things I wasn't exposed to and I'm not comfortable with.
Right.
But we have to learn to change with time. Now, I'm not saying go out there and be obnoxious and do things that people are doing on TikTok. No. I'm talking about be genuine with the person that you're with. Mm-hmm. And if you're at a moment where you feel like, you know what, I want to display some public affection, by all means do so.
Right.
But do it for you. Not for people watching.
That's right.
And listen, I hope you guys find this episode inspiring and helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to the Blissology Podcast and share this with your friends, especially if you have a friend who's been dating and you've never seen them shown any affection. You're wondering, do these people ever kiss? Share it with them. They need to hear that it's okay to do so.
Or if you've been with someone who never show you affection,
show them this episode.
Listen.
They need to know that it's okay.
They need to know these things.
No. And on the side, if you have any topics you'd like us to cover, please leave it in the comments. Yes. We appreciate all of you guys have been commenting on the podcast. And we wish you the best of luck in your relationship. Show affection if you have to. So until next time, keep the love alive.